graders will be going there next year. So today we're on our tour. We do this twice a year. We go out, we learn a lot of really new music. This is my favorite tour of the year because these guys have been working all year, and this is the end of their 8th grade year, and they're heading off to high school. And it's kind of sad for me because we really, by this time, we're playing about the best we've ever played. But on the other hand, it's sad for me because they're going to be leaving off to high school in just about another week. So we're really excited about being here. We're going to play a whole bunch of different types of music, very different than what we played back in December. And then I'll talk a little about the instruments and show you some of the things we're doing. I wanted to mention something. We just came back from on Friday. All of these guys plus about another 20, this is about half of that, about 25 others in our 8th grade band. We went down to Branson, which is where Silver Dollar City is and stuff like that. It's a big music festival, and they won first place of the entire festival. So I wanted to show off. Just for the teachers, FYI, just some kind of neat things. They won the best. They got straight 1 ratings. They won the best in their class, which is the size group, which was the middle schools from 4 to 700. And then they won the best of the entire festival. And they even added a award for the best section. And our French horns got the best section. Jacob Springer was in that, and Mylan Jones. Yeah, they even got the best section award for the festival. So pretty fun day. And they actually behaved themselves, and I told them this was more important to me than anything. So we had just as many people come back on the bus as we took, so we were really happy. We're going to start today with a piece that is really kind of a pep band song. Sounds like something you might hear at a football game or a basketball game. And this one is called Panic Button.
Next year.
appreciate your attention, especially for all the hard work they've done. We appreciate you to listen to the music and take some time. I want you to be looking at the different instruments. Maybe during one song, look at some of the saxophones. The next time, watch the trombones and see what they do, or watch the percussion. That'll help you enjoy it because you'll get to see all the different things going on. It's not just one or two people playing. They're all playing very different things at the same time. Second of all, is we do have solos. It was a little hard on this first one. Stephen had a solo in the back, but he was already standing. So it was kind of hard for you to know when he played a solo. You're going to notice in jazz band, once in a while, there's going to be a couple of those times when people stand up and they play a solo. When they're done and they sit down, and I'll usually turn around and maybe kind of give you a clue, it's appropriate, even though we're still playing, to do applause during the concert. We talked about that in previous years, but it's something that's very different to jazz. You wouldn't do that in a strings concert. You probably wouldn't do that in a choir concert, but in a jazz concert, it's okay. In fact, it's considered very polite to applaud for a solo. So I'll kind of help you see where that's important. The next song we're going to play, that song was a song that was written very recently. That's actually a new song. Oh, it's dated 2003, so it's been written really recently. This next song is called Moon Dance. It was written back in the 70s and performed by a guy named Van Morrison. And then it was redone by a man named Michael Bublé. It became really popular again. This one's called Moon Dance. trumpets, and then what we call the percussion section. So I have my alto saxophones, which are the smaller ones. You might even notice that Riley's is just a little different color. Hers is kind of a silver top, some of them are gold. They all play the same, they're just a different color. Those are the small saxophones. These are our tenor saxophones. These are a little bit bigger. They have the same fingering, but they play a little bit lower notes. And Sarah is back here on the bari saxophone, which is a really big, low saxophone. We've also talked about the trombones. Trombones are in the middle. They're the only instrument that has a slide. Instead of pressing buttons or keys, they have a slide to change it, kind of like a slide whistle. If you ever played with a slide whistle, it's kind of like that. Trumpets are in the back row. Again, we've got some brass-colored ones, and Stephen's got a silver-colored one, but they're the same thing. Our percussion section is everything over here. They call it percussion, but it's a mixture of things. We've got the pianos, which over here the lady's playing a regular piano, and then Jacob is playing what's called a guitar. You ever seen a bass guitar player play? He's playing, this is like a bass guitar, he just plays it like a piano. It's an electronic bass guitar type thing. Okay, anyway. And in the back we have what you guys think of as percussion, which is our track set, which is the drums with the cymbals and all those different things. And then we also have guitar here, a regular 6-string guitar here in the middle. So those are all our different types of instruments. Our next song, can I get a name? Oh, it's Sam's box. We don't know what that is, but he sits on it and hits it a lot, and it makes lots of cool sounds. No, it's actually a percussion box, and he makes some sounds on that. Now, we played kind of a pep band rock song. We played kind of a jazzy blues song called Moon Dance. Now we're going to play kind of a famous Latin piece, which is called St. Thomas. Okay. A one, two, ready, again. many know what the word, ooh, this is good, I'm going to hit a vocab, cobalt. Does anybody know what cobalt is? Yeah, you know what cobalt is? You know what? There is a car called cobalt. That's exactly right. It's a color. Does anybody know what color it might be? Yeah. It's a blue. It's very dark. That's very right. Next song, there's another color. There's a lot of fancy names for colors sometimes, okay? There's another color called indigo. All right. Which means blue. This song is called Mood, like my mood, like how I feel, indigo. What do you think that means if I had a song that was called Mood Indigo? Yeah. Yeah, it means you're feeling kind of sad or kind of down. When we say we're feeling blue, it means we don't feel very happy or something like that. This is a famous song. It has been done. In fact, I think this was one of my dad's favorite songs. He used to play it when I was a kid. There was so many different versions of it that had come out. And again, it's been remade and done, and it's called Mood Indigo. So it's kind of slow. It kind of has a sad sound to it. See if it sounds like something. It doesn't have to be like really, really sad, but just kind of like, you know, if you're kind of just relaxed and maybe not had your favorite day or something. It's kind of that's the sound this song's supposed to make, called Mood Indigo. blues song. Now this one was made very famous by a man named Ray Charles, and this one is called Mary Ann. This one's kind of cool because this one is something that was real popular. Some of the guys who wrote jazz music and some of the famous band directors that had bands way before I was even born, back in the late 30s and the 40s and the early 50s. Some of the songs, they're like, well, we've done all these cool styles, but they wanted something different. And so they mixed a style. And what they did is they found that, in fact, have anybody seen the I Love Lucy show? Have you seen like reruns of the old I Love Lucy show? Ricky Ricardo, who was actually had his own band, his own club and stuff, was made famous for a lot of songs that would do this. What happens is they would take these nightclubs that had kind of a Caribbean or Latin American type feel, and then in the middle of the song it would switch over to an old-fashioned swing, and then it would switch back to a Latin style, and you're going to hear that. It's really hard to do because we're going, and suddenly we go to 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a, and you're going to hear it kind of go back and forth. This is one of the most famous songs in the recent decades that has that same style. So kind of listen when you hear the style change in this song. This is called Mary Ann. One, two, 1, 2. or from them behaving on the trip or anything, was I can tell you that these 25 behind me and the 25 that are over at the school right now in the concert band had so much fun playing music. We played at a festival before we went down to Branson, and the judges just, I mean, all of them, they're just sitting there all the time. My gosh, it looks like the kids are having fun. They have so much energy. And that is why we want you guys in music. We have so much fun playing this stuff. It's a lot of work. Just like being in a sport or learning your math facts or doing anything, it takes a lot of work, but it sure is fun once you've learned it and you feel confident about it and you can share it. And right now, we feel confident about it. We've worked hard and we enjoy playing, and music is something you can do your whole life. I want to encourage all of you, if you're playing an instrument, please keep it up. You, all those fifth graders back there, there are so many fun things we're going to do over in middle school, and we want to encourage you to keep that up. Want to keep you singing, want to keep you playing those instruments and performing all the way through middle school and high school. My daughter's going off to college now to be a band director herself, and so now I get to go to the middle school concerts, the high school concerts, all of my concerts, and go see her march down with the Gorillas at Pitt State. So I'm kind of excited about that. So I just want to encourage all of you, please make sure that you keep up that music, and that if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong, okay? Because we have a lot of fun playing for you. We're going to finish with a song from a movie that just came out that you might recognize, and thank you very much for having us. At the end of it. One quick thing. I introduced them at December. I forgot to introduce the OTE kids for you guys to see who's from OTE. I did it at Valley Park, but forgot at December. So I wanted to OTEers stand up and say your names, see if they were recognized any of you. This song is messed up, okay? It does not know how to count. And instead of 4 counts, it has 5 counts. When you tap your foot, it's going to be really weird. See if you can figure out. We're always used to going 1, 2, all your songs on the radio, everything is 1, 2, 3, 4. This one has problems. It has a 5th beat in there that doesn't know what to do with it, okay? Here we go. One, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. from this concert. I want you over the next couple of weeks to see if you're listening to TV or go to a movie or watching something or hear some music, and see if you can hear some of those different types of music you heard. See if you can say, oh, that's a song that's kind of like the Mood Indigo song that was kind of slow and a blues song, or something that was exciting like a chase from a movie or something like that. See if you can do that. Now, teachers can, while everybody's nice and quiet, how shall I dismiss? Is Miss Moore here? How would you like to dismiss? Okay, we're going to start from the back, so let's all stay quiet, and we're going to stand up.